Thank you for supporting the podcast as well. Getting into the breaks, honestly, is the best way you can support our podcast. 8:30 Vic time, 5:30 WA, whilst we're still on a 3-hour difference. The week that was and will be every week through the AFL season. The top of that box did not want to open. That is bulk packs coming out of the box. Get rid of that little piece of cardboard that was on the top. There's an empty box. And we're good. Yeah, man. Message me with what it is. Absolutely, I want to see it. Alright, need to get my phone over here so I don't taco neck and I can watch the chat. Put that there. Thank you, whatnot. Put that on Do Not Disturb so I don't get any phone calls or anything silly like that. To 35. Hell yeah. Alright, what are we looking for on the back of the pack? 1 per 216 Brownlow Predictor Platinum. 1 per 43 Brownlow Predictor Gold. Tie-dye caricatures 1 in 36 is our box hit. And then all the rest. Good luck. Pack 1. Starburst of Liam Ryan for the West Coast Eagles. Obviously now it's St Kilda, and a die cut of Todd Marshall for the Power. A lot of base. There's going to be a stack of them, and if you do want your base from these breaks, it's okay. Just send us a PM. Obviously sorting breaks sucks when you have to include all the base, but Strike Force Tomahawk for Geelong. The Cats on the board. And Jesse Joyce for the Suns. Entertain House close to 1,000. What are we on? Strike Force. Sexy boy. For the Gold Coast Suns, and Hamish Hartlett for the Power. 9:16. 44 to go. I'm not sure that's quite the math. But I like it. Let's just get to the hits. There it is. 100 milestone games for the Western Bulldogs and Marcus Bontempelli. Dale Morris for the Dogs. I'm not going to go through all the base in these packs. There's 2 inserts in the middle. Instant Impact, Ollie Wines for the Power and Zach Langdon for the Giants. I'll show the big stack of base at the end and double check that there was nothing in there, but Strike Force for the Hawks. Jack Gunston back at the Hawks again. James Aish for the Pies. Docker on the back. Stephen Hill, Duck Sauce, win a trip to Disneyland, apparently. And Cameron Ellis Yeoman for the Crows. Almost certain that has finished now as a promotion. Instant Impact, Daniel Rich for the Brisbane Lions. And Harry Cunningham for the Swans. Come on, Fyfe Predictor. Starburst for the Pies. Brody Grundy. Jeez, that photo is something. And Tom Cutler for the Lions. He didn't last too long, I don't think, Tom Cutler. 100 milestone games for Josh Kelly and the GWS Giants. The Cats get Jordan Kunico. Sonny Walters base. One of my favourite players to watch, Sonny. He and Ballas when they were in their prime together. So exciting. Alex Witherden. Starburst for the Lions and the grimy one for the Tigers. Hell of a defender. Dang. Any joy or luck, our 2026 Footy Stars will be here for next week. I am apologetic that it wasn't here for this. That's on Select, though, not on me. Taylor Adams, milestone games, and David Myers for the Bombers. Oops. No predictor there. It's a Pies Strike Force Steel Side Bum And Hunter Clark die cut for the Saints. Thoughts on the Saints this year, fam? Instant impact for the Crows. One of the Crouch brothers, that's Matt. And Joel Hamling, Eddie everywhere. Played for a bunch of clubs. North, I think he's at Sydney now. Instant impact for the Saints, Jack Stephen. And another one of the greatest defenders the game has seen in modern eras, Jacob Wiedering. Met him once. He was a really nice guy when I met him. Don't know if that's him normally, but David Swallow for the Suns. And the die cut behind that is another Liam Ryan, West Coast Hotbox. Flagship just wants to see some Bombers. There's a Docker. Bradley Hill, not an always Docker, now at the Saints, previously Hawthorn. And Chris Mayne, Chopper, another ex-Freo player. Starburst for the Crows is Bryce Gibbs. Unlucky not to be a Carlton card. Calamar Chi for the Suns. Into the second half, still picks. Starburst caricature, Nick Smith for the Swannies. Swannies hot pack, Tom McCartan die cut behind that. That card's bricked. North Melbourne Strike Force, Jack Zeeble and David McKay for the Crows. Come on, Predictor. Come on, tie-dye. There's our Predictor. We'll leave that at the back. Disneyland and Andrew Phillips for the Blue Baggers. Another trip to Disneyland. And Sexy Boy again for the Suns. Sexy Boy. He's just a sexy boy. He retired, didn't he? Instant impact is Jeremy. How do you do that? The Moose die cut for Fremantle. Finally a bagger, says Flagship. Instant impact, Zach Jones for the Swans and Hayden Crozier, another ex-Docker. I liked the Crows. North Melbourne get an instant impact of father-son Luke McDonald. Mitch Hannon for the D's. Brendan Boy, what's up? Mr. Doctor Man? Oh, Mr. D-Man. Trent Cotchin and the Tigers get a Starburst. That's a cool pick. Lockie Fogarty. Darcy Fogarty, more better. Also, can't figure out why his career hasn't taken off. Nick Naitanui, one of the most exciting players to watch. Instant impact for the West Coast Eagles. Nick Caulfield. Watching Naitanui run around was like watching a Year 12 dominate a bunch of Year 7 kids. They could all kick the footy, but Nick was just that much bigger and better than everyone. North Melbourne, Sean Aitley and Matt Taberner for the Dockers. Still no Starburst. Strike Force, Jake Melcham, no Starburst tie-dye. And Marley Williams for North. Starburst for the Power is Sam Gray. The die cut is Paddy Lipinski for the Dogs. Milestone games for the Brisbane Lions is Mitch Robinson. Love to hit everybody. Speaking of hitting everybody, Braden Maynard for the Pies. Feel like Maynard's one of those players that, again, you'd love if he's on your team and you hate playing against him. For the Dons, Michael Hurley, instant impact. For the Eagles, Jamie Cripps. Is Jamie any relation to Patrick? Are they brothers? Instant impact, Nick Haynes for the Giants and Kieran Jack for the Swans. Loved watching Kieran Jack. Even Dan Hanbury through the middle. So exciting. There's our tie-dye, so we'll leave that till second last. For the Blues, what the fuck is that picture of Cade Simpson? That's nearly a hate crime. David Mirror for the Hawks. All right, tie-dye. The die card in the pack is for Hawthorn, Harry Morrison. Tie-dye. 1 per box. It's for the Giants, Jeremy Finlayson. That's disappointing. Let's get it straight into a sleeve and top loader, though, being a box hit. It is numbered 292 of 540. Come on, Predictor. What do you got for us? Let's get the base cards off the back. Bye-bye, base cards. Die cut is Jed Buse for the Cats. Now, which way do we see the team? Which way do we see it? It's for the Swans, Jake Lloyd, gold. 174 of 225. The Swans get the Predictor, but it's not Nat Fyfe, and that's all that really matters. But Swans do get the Predictor. All the same, we will continue chasing from that case.